Hey guys, Dan from JP Coins here. Here's our business card, of course, sales@jpcoins.com if you're interested. We have an exciting coin today. This is a unicorn type coin of coin collecting. So, already rare, they only made about 400,000 of the 1909 SVDB. This one was graded by NGC. We sent it in, it came back as fine 15 brown. It's probably nicer than that, but NGC, it's pretty much hit or miss now. But the most amazing things about this is that it is an error. The mint mark on this has an S over horizontal S. And that's unheard of in the 1909 SVDBs. A little history lesson. In 1909, they came out with the small Lincoln cent. On the back, the engraver Victor David Brennan put VDB on the bottom in the back. And everyone lost their mind because they thought it was disrespectful to Lincoln and yada yada yada. So they very quickly stopped making the 1909 SVDB at San Francisco and removed the VDB and continued making the 1909 S coins. Sans VDB. Now, if you take a look at the 1909 S, there is a common error. It's not super common, but it's a popular error called the S over horizontal S. And that's where basically when they did that, you've got your normal S mint mark will look like this. For some reason, someone that was making the coins did kind of like one of these deals where there was a horizontal S and they stamped the other S over it. Conceivably, whoever was making the S error was more than likely making them before they removed the VDB. They were using the same machines, same staff, same people, same location to make this coin, so it's conceivable that there could be a 1909 S over horizontal S VDB. And that just so happens to be what this coin is. You know, we will be sending it back in for an error grade, but, you know, now's your chance to own it before it's marked way up because of that. This is the kind of coin that would be selling through the Christie's auction house, or one of the huge coin auctioneer places. This is, if this were just a normal 09 SVDB, it's $800. Well, I think it's $1,200 in the book for F15, but this one's priceless. So let's take a look. We'll go a little bit in detail, and then I'm going to draw up what you're looking at. So first off, you'll see grade-wise, I think it's a little better than F15. It's got full stocks. But there's your VDB, Victor David Brenner. It is exactly in the right spot. The periods are correct. The B is angled at the way it should be. Obviously, this has been vetted as being an 09 SVDB by NGC. We just didn't send it through their error department yet. We just wanted to make sure it was real first, because it is common for people to solder on an S and turn an 09 VDB into an 09 SVDB, because the difference there is about $800. So when you look at this, you'll see the S there. It doesn't look too weird, but if you zoom in on it, and suffer with me here. Alright, so there's our S. You'll notice in the top left hand corner there's a couple dots in the loop of the S. You'll notice the back opening of the S is connected by a little bridge. You'll notice there's a fairly large dot on the bottom of the S. And you'll also notice that the front of the S opening is also connected by a little bridge. There we go. Now, I have taken high-quality microscopic pictures of this, and I also made a video where we put a horizontal S inlaid over the top of this coin. That I will link in the top corner when we get that uploaded. But you can see there it's kind of all jacked up, but you'll see the front, there's a little swoop. We'll change the light another 90 degrees here. Obviously, every time we change the light, we got to change the position. There you go. That gives you a pretty good look at the back dots and the back S where it's connected, and the bottom where there's a fairly large dot. So that's what that looks like. Now let's see if we can draw a S, and then we'll draw a horizontal S, and we'll see where those line up. Well, let's draw what the S looks like now. So basically you've got the S goes up like this, kind of like that, and then you've got that deal. That's what it should look like. On this one, there's a couple deals here. There's kind of a bridge here. There's kind of a bridge here. There's a fairly large dot there. So, give you kind of an idea. So if we draw another one, it's obviously not my strong suit. Let's see here, we gotta make it a little bit. Let's just do an S. And we'll draw another S. So you notice that around here is where the dot of the S starts, the sideways S. It comes up, that's what connects this bridge, goes down, that's why the middle's a little bit wonky. It comes up this way, that's what connects that bridge, and then ends here, and that's where you get those two dots. So it's a lot easier to look at when you're taking actual pictures, but that's what the horizontal S would be when you're looking at that, and then your normal S is over it. It's really hard to describe. It's easier to see, obviously, in person. You can pretty much just look at it with the naked eye and see that something's wrong with the S mint mark. And then under magnification, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. I'll turn the light a little bit here to where it's better. It seems to be better from the left side. There we go. So yeah, you can kind of see it there. Obviously the front of the S is bigger than it should be. The bottom of the S is where the horizontal S ends with its little serif. That's why it's bulged out the way it is. Same thing with the top. That's the other part of it. So that's why you got those kind of dots there. Obviously you can see it and go, something's wonky there. If you look up comps of the 1909 S over horizontal S, you'll see that it's very similar. You'll see almost the exact same thing as you're seeing here. Obviously if it were soldered on, it would be in the wrong spot. There are 4 different places, positions that the S can be on an 09S VDB. It is exactly properly correct for the 4th position of that, and then obviously normally when they're faked, the B is upright instead of being angled, the periods are in a row instead of being kind of wonky, and the S will almost never be in the proper spot because, I mean, microscopically, I've measured that with a micrometer, and it is exactly where it's supposed to be. And then the horizontal one is kind of the part that's in question. So if you want more info, or you want some pics, or you want to see it in person, again, just give us an email at sales@jpcoins.com. It is really an exciting piece as a numismatist. If you are a coin collector, you will not see another one of these in your life. This is the only one that's been found. It's the only one that's known, and you're not going to see another. I will promptly get that other video put up that has the transparent layer of a horizontal S placed over a picture of the mint mark, and that explains a lot better than my lacking and drawing can. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, and drop us a line if you're interested. Thanks, be well.